Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Luening, Horst Luening. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com. And today we have the best whiskies from October. Well, where's the video from September? Well, there is no video from September because I had been first on vacations, and second, there had been very few whiskies which I would say they were outstanding. So I omitted that and just jumped over to October, and these three whiskies here in my cask, they are really, really outstanding. Not only for a month of whiskey tasting here beside my cask, no, over my whole experience of 25 years into the business, these whiskies are really, really outstanding. And why are they here? Well, I decided I had to take a few videos again, which I had 10 years ago here in front of the camera. And these retakes, well, I did from the very best, beginning from the very best. So here are three of the very best whiskies I had over 25 years. And the first one is the Glenlivet, 18 years of age. And it was, well, by chance that I got my fingers on that bottle. And typically you said, well, Glenlivet, 12 years in every bar in the US, it can't be that good. So what do I expect from an 18-year-old from the same distillery? Well, then a parcel returned to our company, and there was a wonderful smell coming out of that parcel. Well, that means the bottle had been broken, but it was not completely broken. It was just a crack in, and there was a third of the bottle left, I think. And it smelled and tasted that wonderful. I did a tasting and decided this is one of my very, very best whiskies, my favorite whiskies. I have, say, the best dozen of whiskies I ever had. And the Glenlivet, or the distillery Glenlivet, is one of the most famous distilleries in Scotland. And a lot of other distilleries added the region behind their name, Glen something dash Glenlivet. And so Glen means in Gaelic the valley, and Livet is the name of the river. So it's the valley of the Livet. And they added that as a sub-region of the Speyside. The Livet is a small river going to the Spey. And therefore Glenlivet called itself the Glenlivet. Not some Glenlivet, no, the Glenlivet. So be careful, look at that. But the name Glenlivet vanished from 99.9% of other bottles because nobody longer wants to do marketing for the Glenlivet distillery. The 18 years old is still affordable, and Glenlivet, I think, doubled or more than doubled the capacity of their distillery in 2010. So the warehouses are not under that pressure for the younger ones. So the amount of 18-year-old Glenlivet should be available over the next years. There might be the chance that the prices will rise a little bit, but they are still affordable, well below 100. And that for such a wonderful whiskey with very decent amount of sherry cask influence, really, really good. Highly recommended. The next one is, well, of the same potential, the same kind, is from the Aberlour distillery in the small town of Aberlour. This is the 0.7 liter bottle, 18 years of age. That is no longer available. They switched to a 0.5 liter bottle so that they can spread their limited amount of mature stock over a bigger number of people. And the prices, I think they kept it stable. So now you get a 0.5 liter for the price of a 0.7 liter bottle 2 years ago. But that one is really, really wonderful. Aberlour is a smooth, welcoming whiskey, aromatic, not peaty, aromatic whiskey. And this one is more on the fruity, slightly sweet side. So you can think about a liqueur, but there's no sugar in it. It's really not a liqueur, but there is some remembrance as if you had a liqueur. So this is wonderful whiskey, and it belongs as well to my very, very favorite I had. Yeah, the last one is completely different. That one is a extremely smoky, phenolic, hospital phenolic single malt whiskey from the Isle of Islay, from Lefroy. It's called Triplewood, and it's matured in 3 different casks. First in an American ex-bourbon cask, as all Lefroys are matured, or 99% of all Lefroys are matured. Then refilled in smaller casks called quarter cask. They are made from normal ex-bourbon casks, but you just use half of the staves of the cask and do a cask like a pipe. That was done because in former times whiskey was transported from the mostly illicit stills in the Highlands by mule or by on horseback, and those quarter casks you could put one on each side of a horse, and then it was well balanced and the horse could carry that. The difference is that the inner surface of those quarter casks, with a content of 100, 120, 125 liters, is quite big in comparison to the volume inside the cask. So the inner surface is 30% bigger than per liter than with a normal cask. And that means that more of the taste from the cask is transported into the whiskey, and that the whiskey is maturing faster. So this is the reason why there is quite a decent oakiness in this whiskey. And then at last the whiskey is again put from the small quarter cask into ex-sherry cask from European wood, and European wood shows more tannins, more intensity, more spiciness, and there's the sweetness and the fruitiness of the sherry. And this is a very complex whiskey which shows everything from extreme peatiness over distillery character, over American white oak to European oak to a sherry maturation. It's 48% higher than normal, unchill filtered, and this is one of the very, very best I had in 25 years. So this is very highly recommended if you like smoky whiskey. If not, keep your mouth away from that bottle. Well, that's it. There had been some more whiskies in the last month, but those 3 are so outstanding that I did not want to put a relatively not that good bottle beside those. So these are the top 3, and as I said, I'm heading for more of the famous bottles, the most often asked bottles in the market for the upcoming month. So you will see more of these wonderful bottles, and subscribe this channel and you will get the very best of the single malt whiskies. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned, there's more to come.